This October, thousands of singles from around the world are heading to Munich for the ultimate Oktoberfest experience. From the 2nd to the 5th of October, join HotSpot's Oktoberfest Singles Festival for 4 days of beer, music, parties, and unforgettable connections. Your package includes 3 nights accommodation, breakfast each morning, unlimited beer and sangria at the campsite, live DJs from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m, exclusive singles events, games, pub crawls, after parties, and a guided Oktoberfest beer hall experience. Come solo, meet your crew, and experience Oktoberfest like never before. Search HotSpot Oktoberfest Singles Festival and secure your spot today, or go directly to hotspotltd.com for more information.
Another word to say, cause we're in the same old place, and it pierces through my soul when you do that. Now I'm feeling kinda numb, and my heart is melting right now. How could someone that was so sweet be so sour? Baby, you know we've had our ups and downs. This time we're breaking down, and it's so sad. We need a break. Let's breathe some fresh air, cause it's all said and done. Baby, I thought the world of you, but it was so in my head. I lived a all of what was not true. It was so in my head. I was a fool, but it don't matter no more. It don't matter no more, cause it's all said and done. I thought I knew true love. It don't matter no more, cause it's all said and done. Pretty in the morning light, ugly in the dead of night. You're a devil in disguise, I see.
Hey, everybody. If it's a few minutes past 12 o'clock, you know what time it is. We're coming off the back hour with Steve Balderson and into the new hour with new sponsors. Hello, shout out to the beautiful people here in the studio with me. These are the boys from HotSpot Travels, Mr. D, Sir M. Thank you so much, Dylan and Mufasa, for being here today. How are you guys?
Everything is great.
How are
Life
you, sir?
is great, feeling great.
So fresh and so clean. And also, if it's a few minutes past 12 o'clock, it's also a beautiful day here in Barcelona. It's not as hot. I know for the last couple of weeks we've been bitching here at the studio how it's been 40 degrees and 95% humidity. It's a little bit better. How do you guys deal with this? Well, you're coming from... Never mind.
Yeah.
We're talking to Australia, Texas, New York, and Egypt, so we're all used to this shit, actually,
100%.
right?
For sure, I would say that I'm used to the sticky, muggy heat, though, you know?
This is the thing.
It's drier here. I can even feel
It's
it in the
drier
skin.
here?
Yes.
Folks, you hit it here first, and you hit it from Mr. Dylan Banks. Wow, man, because it's been 90% humidity for a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
is.
seriously.
I felt it.
But in Australia, it's a different other thing because he's coming from down under and from yonder. And folks, as I mentioned, these are the new sponsors to the show. But these gorgeous men are also bringing you globe-trotting experiences, BCN experiences, and they also cater bespoke boutique events and singles nights for not just the straights, but also the gays. And I want to thank you for doing that because it is one of two that does this in Catalonia, because this is not a common thing. So thank you for including everybody, because that's part of the thing of what HotSpot Travels does. Remember, you can get all that information of HotSpot Travels as well at hotspottravels.com. Now, of course, we want your ass to follow them as well on Instagram and all of good Al Gore's social interwebs, but you want to follow me too at The Club with Lucas, as we will be promoting them as well there at TwitX. whatever you want to call it now, the Club W Lucas. And remember, you can catch us every Saturday at 106.9 FM all over Catalonia, RCE.cat all over the world. And if you want to watch us with your peepholes, you can catch us at 106.9 RCE 106.9 on YouTube. Now, we're going to throw some music on, and then we're going to get back to the boys here because we've got a lot to talk about as well. And on top of that, maybe I am speaking too fast. Am I speaking too fast?
I was not going to say anything, honestly.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, okay. Thank you, sir. Shout out to Christian and all the boys always in the studio in the tech because Lord knows. Now, because of the hour and because my boys are here, I wanted to throw on a bunch of party jams. So everything we're going to be doing, except the very end, which is actually by a party song. It's a party jam out band, but they're doing a slow swung. Is party music. Do you listen? Do you guys dance at all?
For sure.
Yeah, I do that a lot in the shower.
Salsa lessons on the top of a rooftop here in Barcelona last year.
Salsa lessons on the top. Okay, is that something to do with HotSpot as well?
At the time, no, but it will be something to do with HotSpot.
I think it will be as well. Wait a minute. You can do salsa?
Well, I imagine singles-only salsa dancing classes.
That sounds fun.
And I know gay brother that does this as well for gays. So we can make this happen. Let's talk later. Now, this is a song by an older band. I mean, the gentleman's name is Chirone, and he has been making mixes since the 70s. Okay, he started in the disco era. The brother's in his 70s now. But he's working with a French singer named Diron, and this is called Je suis musique. And this is the first song we're going to be throwing out for you. 2.5 minutes. Remember, you can catch the jams live on 106.9 FM and RCE.cat. And we'll be right back with the boys from HotSpot Travels in just 2.5 minutes, kids. Well, I am, okay, deep down and dirty. That was Chirone and bringing the funk back. Now, we are here with the boys from HotSpot Travels, new sponsors here at the Club with Lucas and RCE 106.9 FM. Sir Dylan, Mr. Mufasa, thank you so much for being here. Wow. Now, when we're dealing with things of this nature, just because you hear travels does not mean you're only going to be doing traveling. Sometimes you can be traveling without moving. And that's part of the singles events that we do here, specifically Barcelona focused because it is the time of the season. Actually, right now, July, August, September, even October, you know the weather stays great here. Thank you, Jesus. So, brothers, thank you again for being here. Now,
Pleasure is
as
ours.
both of you are single and starting these dating events, or restarting, I should say, these dating events, what is a relationship definition for you, gentlemen? Specifically because we are running the gamut between 20 and 45 here. So we have a different... Let's talk about that.
Perspective.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
You go first.
All right. I would say like definition of relationships is vary between each and every person. So whatever I'm gonna say might not be the cup of tea for other people. However, I know exactly from my perspective or the 5,000 people that come to our events, like every single person just want to communicate, want to have a peace of mind, want to have understanding, want to be okay when they are not okay together, want to have that certain direction of how we can make things, even if it does not align with both of us, our understanding. And once you reach that level of like having peace between each other, and it's not about proving points, I think this is the definition for me. Just get along
Flow.
together.
So a flow, an
I would
energetic
say
flow.
So. Yeah.
Okay. So energetic flow is a good travel relationship definition for you. Mr. Dillon.
Look, to be honest, I don't know if I'm the right person to talk about relationships because I haven't been in any relationship past 6 months. I mean, I've pretty much
Love relationship, friendships and families, everything.
Well, it could be everything true, but what I would say is with relationships, if you can find someone that can be there through the tough times and not just through, the
good laughs, parties.
the materialistic point of things and all of the, you could say, stuff on camera or those relationships that everyone posts themselves on social media and, it looks like they're having a good time, but behind closed doors, it's a terrible relationship, right? I think ones that aren't superficial and a relationship that can, be there through the tough times when you need that person, when your mother passes away or whatever it might be. I think that's the definition of a relationship in dating, and that's what I want personally.
So,
Amen.
energy flow and reality checks.
Yeah.
Where there's an actual reality in that, because what you're saying would maybe apply everywhere, because if we're on social media consistently, we're putting the best of
100%.
most people, and behind, as you said, behind closed doors, there could be behind that. Okay, well, one of the things that HotSpot tries to do, and definitely does do, is bring out the kinetic relationship between people. Games, things of that nature, and all manner, like I said earlier, 10, 15 minutes ago, bringing together amalgams of people, not just, boys and girls, but girls and girls and boys as well. Okay. A singles night in one sentence, how would you describe it? Especially, excuse me, brother, for someone who is skeptical, as we've written,
Yeah.
and not so, dubious about it.
One sentence, that's interesting. All right. I would say I can answer to that question in a different way, I would say. People want to be around people. Just make them feel what they should be feeling or feel themselves.
Okay.
So we have a rule in all of our dating events. No phones, no talking about jobs, no talking about the material stuff. Just get into the deep thing. And it's not an interview style level event. You just go over there, just be yourself, lay your guard down. People want to understand each other. And that's what we're really doing.
No phones. That must be very difficult.
At the first
For
couple
some
of
people.
minutes, once the staff get in order and everyone trying to find their matches and stuff like that, the flow, it just flow.
Okay, so again, that we're back with the flow. Do you think years ago, before our current systems, things were easier for dating? If you go
That's a
back to, let's say,
very
90s,
interesting
2000, even like late 80s to early 2000s.
Do you think they were holding books while they were talking and stuff like that, just to
Definitely
talk
not
to each
holding
other?
books, but I think they were just so commonplace to just, like, one of the things that I've heard from my uni students, and these are my girls talking, so I'm shouting out for you, sisters, is that Catalan and Spanish boys don't buy them drinks in bars and clubs. And the only times they get is if ngiri a foreigner like, buys them a drink.
Well, it's funny when you compare it to the dating life
Yeah.
back then and now. Social media was created to escape the real world, and now we're looking to get into situations in the real world where we can escape social media. And that's the thing with dating; it's all gone online. And for me,
Since the 90s,
it's
definitely.
very superficial. And I think that's why we started HotSpot Ltd and the events, because we want to facilitate, situations, environments where people can meet people in real life and escape social media.
Actually, to add on that, a lot of people on social media, everyone have an opinion, which you can say whatever you want to say. But at the same time, when you say what you want to say, and then you influence that mass amount of people, just because either you read something and you did not know it in practice, because reading a theory is different than actually executing the theory.
True.
So when people just use their platform just to keep repeating some certain words, just put a certain, not concern, responsibility that understand what you're trying to say to provide the right information for the people.
When you're out interviewing people, Dylan, you do this a lot because, Dylan, Mr. D has hundreds of thousands of followers. And so you have a network that's circulating simply with algorithms. When you interview people, do you normally find that more girls or males are more confident when they're responding to you? Who seems more confident when they respond?
Be careful.
I would say women, to be honest.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, that's what I expected you to say because women are usually more emotionally content in themselves because they've been built for that. There's this, in one of my sessions recently, we were talking about how we feel like, I believe that we raise girls to become women, but we raise boys to become not like girls. Don't act like a girl. Don't do it. So it creates...
that's a good
it
perspective
creates
too.
a very different dynamic. So when I see the videos sometimes I always see there's more and boys are which
more reserved in their speech, I would say.
but then when they're acting, but if they're not talking, they're walking down the street, there's this thing. One of the things that I found from certainly some of the videos I've seen through HotSpots, one, two of them you sent me, is that you want to break that shit with icebreakers the minute you're starting this. What can somebody expect, before we jump into the next song, what would somebody expect when they, en plan como, walk into a HotSpot singles event here in the BCN?
They're certainly going to feel very welcomed. We have the staff meeting them there, telling them how all the games work. They're going to give them a sticker to wear, and these have different images on there. So you can be matched with a certain person, and there's a matchmaking system that we have with our app that we have built that allows people to, download the app, then create a profile, and then from there they can import certain information about themselves, and then we can matchmake and pair people at the events. And then from there there's plenty of dating games to break the ice. We've got couples bingo, where you team up with another couple or another person, and then you are ticking off certain boxes like take a selfie with another couple, or find someone from this certain nationality, or go and get a selfie with the bartender, something along the lines of that, and then the winner wins a free ticket to Oktoberfest. And honestly,
Child, what?
It's
Okay.
all facilitated to get people talking and interacting
exactly.
and getting them out of their comfort zone. And look, hey, if you fall in love too quickly, that's fine. It's better to fall in love with someone too fast than the wrong one too long. So,
And better to have loved and lost than never have loved at all.
That's a
Child. More jams music for you. Now, folks, this is DJ Martin Garrix. I'm sure, hopefully you know who Mr. Marty Garrix is. But he just teamed up with Bono and the Boys of U2 this Friday, and they just released a single yesterday called Firefly. So, oh my God, U2's doing some dance music now. We'll be right back in 4 minutes with the boys from HotSpot Travels.
Transcend, no beginning and no end. Yeah, we were alive.
This October, thousands of singles from around the world are heading to Munich for the ultimate Oktoberfest experience. From the 2nd to the 5th of October, join HotSpot's Oktoberfest Singles Festival for 4 days of beer, music, parties, and unforgettable connections. Your package includes 3 nights accommodation, breakfast each morning, unlimited beer and sangria at the campsite, live DJs from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m, exclusive singles events, games, pub crawls, after parties, and a guided Oktoberfest beer hall experience. Come solo, meet your crew, and experience Oktoberfest like never before. Search HotSpot Oktoberfest Singles Festival and secure your spot today, or go directly to hotspotltd.com for more information.
Talk about that. That is right. Remember, you can catch all that information as well through the Instagram website at the Hotspot, at Hotspot Travels as well. Mufasa, you just said something that I find very interesting because I deal a lot with Generation What's Up Z, and a lot of the people I know, specifically, I deal with uni students, so, 18 to 29. A lot of them have not had relationships. We had a gentleman here who runs the company, has not had a relationship. A lot of my boys, I feel, are virgins. And you said, well, when you're 19, 20, you shouldn't have relationships and stuff. I feel like, certainly if you're a kid from the 90s, 2000s, as I am, you were like racing to lose your virginity and have a relationship.
Yeah.
Is there a different dynamic in these past 10, 20 years
Well,
then?
from my perspective, and it
Yes,
might
sir.
not be a popular opinion, I'm stating that on radio. However, I think you can rush into the relationship at 2019 if you have a good perspective of a valid relationship from your parents, from the people around you.
Amen.
But if you're just jumping into things because you feel lonely, then that's or adrenaline inside your body, that's not the right thing to do.
Right, for any time, at any time. at any
Regardless.
age.
So age, if you're 20, 25, 30, whatever you are, if you feel lonely and you want to jump in a relationship for some comfort, that is not the right thing to do. But if you are genuinely trying to figure out yourself and ask some question and have an actual person in front of you telling you the real answer that you want to hear, and that person can be genuinely telling you the truth, nothing except the truth, then that's the time to do it. But if you just want to jump into something for just some jumping in it, it's not the right thing.
Or you can jump into something that's a little more truthful, real, and fun because it's one-to-one at the singles events that you host, for example.
Couldn't say it better.
Say again?
Couldn't say it better.
You already had to segue. Now, okay, let's talk a little bit more about that because there's also Oktoberfest. The Joymans love to come here. The Joymans love to come to Spain.
Yes, sir.
But then our weather starts to change and theirs starts to get crunk in October. What are we planning for this Oktoberfest that we keep mentioning and rocking around and tiptoeing through the tulips about?
Oktoberfest, 8,000 people. All of them are single. Have one mission and one mission only: to enjoy their time, have a great experience for Oktoberfest, crack a couple of beers, and do some healthy, good decision and some maybe healthy, bad decision after a couple of tequila. But hey, that's your decision to make.
As this is true. Sir, please talk a little more.
It's going to be incredible DJs from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. So it's a full party fest. But also the pub crawls to the big beer tents in Munich. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I went there last year. It was one of the best moments of my life and of the trip through Europe last year, I would say. And we have the dating games happening there as well to get people meeting each other and mingling after they've had a few beers. And everything's included: accommodation, breakfast, the activities, festival access, and obviously...
The only thing that we request, just skip your phone and be present and let it flow.
How do you think our generation, specifically millennials and Gen Z, would be without their phones? Did you see this last year? Like, because this is more of a requirement that we've been talking about recently, and this is something that has really, I mean, all of us, while we're doing this interview, all of us aren't, Lucas, because we are so connected, whether you're a
100%.
Zennial or a Millennial or Gen Z.
100%.
How do you plan to pry that out of people's hands?
You definitely see a little bit less comfort at the first 1 hour, I would say. But then once you get the people into the social group. You know what I mean? Like, get people to communicate with each other and actually, like, just breathe. You're here. You know what I mean? You're here now. And just once they communicate with each other and things just go easy with the flow. And we have a great staff team. Like, our events organizers, our event managers, we have really great staff.
Yeah, man.
We're so proud to say this and we're so happy about it. Like, things go smoothly. All what you need to do is just drop your phone and just let us lead for the first 1 hour, and then we'll go from there.
You mentioned that the first time you were here a couple months ago about the staff and the pride of that. Please, sir, put it on.
For sure. I mean, everyone says that they can't live without their phone, right? And that's...
Child.
I guess, I'm guilty, Your Honor. But I would say, like...
It's part of your job, too, man.
Well,
You know.
yeah. Even my ex, she said that she couldn't live without me, but she's still alive, so she lied. But... yeah, one thing I will I won't lie to you though.
I did not see this one.
You probably can't live without Oktoberfest. That's what I'll say because it's one of the biggest singles festivals ever to happen in Europe. And who's doing this? Who's doing this? Where they can get off their phone and be in an environment where they can meet new people.
Exactly. And in a group of 8,000 now, I'd like to also mention that in that 8,000, it's not just for our boys and girls who mix only with boys and girls. Part of the effort that you've also put into this is that you want to open it up to the LGBTQIA plus community as well.
That's a fact.
So that is something else that's going to be kicking off. And now we're going to have to separate the boys and the girls and the boys. But now, how do you plan to kick this up? Because we want to put these vibes as well to them. We've got 3 months to kick this off until the drinking games really begin. Why did you want to do this inclusion factor for the LGBT community? And also during Pride months, as it is June and July.
Like, we communicated together about this. And that separation in the sleeping section and in some of the dating events is just made to make everyone really comfortable.
Yeah.
You don't know what the other people might think about what you do and stuff like that. But when
True.
you're around your people, it's just easy. So we just manage it to put it together. But at the same time, during the day, during the night, everyone got to be together as well. But you still have your own section. You can do whatever you want to do as long as it's healthy.
There's even
That means wear a condom.
There's even, there is also a girls only campsite as well, so we are taking that into consideration too.
And that's a protective factor too, because
Correct.
to quote Madonna, safety in numbers.
Yes,
Okay.
and security for 24 hours at that campsite.
We all have brothers, we all have sisters, we all have mothers, so we just try to make sure that everyone feel comfortable, you know what I mean? And
Wow.
a lot of ladies travel is for the first time to Oktoberfest, so hey, you got place, you got safety, you got a lot of women around you, and the rest is going to be history.
That is a beautiful thing. And one of the things I will say is I've never had a bad moment or met a bad German, which is odd because I've got Jewish blood. And
I'm not going to comment on that.
okay. And it's true that when you go, like you mentioned that you were there last year, did you feel that same flow and vibe as well?
It was a
with
great...
thousands and thousands and thousands of
It
people.
was a great experience. I found them all very welcoming, and we had
Very.
I almost,
De verdad,
he
way
did not
they
want to
are.
leave. I almost dragged him outside of it.
But they're like that. And my best friend here is German. She's like, shout out Isabel, I love you so much. Thank you for being there. Seriously. So, okay, throw on some music then. I've got some vibe questions to talk to you about, to
Absolutely.
ask about. And then I've got some travel questions that I just want to throw out really quickly because I'm curious about this too. Now, we're doing all music all the time that's going to make you jam. We're going to cut this one up, but it's by Aaron Achrens and Etienne de Crécy, who's, again, one of my favorite French. We're doing a lot of Frenchies, but it's all in English. This is Hope, which is what everybody needs right now. Please, God. Pray for the people of Palestine. Let's keep it real, folks. We'll be right back in less than 3 or 4 minutes with the boys from HotSpot Travels.
Yes, sir.
Imagine this. Singles only, cooking class. Rave. Yes. That is just yet another idea of things coming up in the future for 2026 with people like Mr. D and Sir M from HotSpot Travels, new sponsors here at the Club with Lucas and RCE 106.9 FM. When you come in, the vibe you talked about, you talked about it's being friendly, kind people. Is there a little bit of flirtation that's going on as well?
Of course. Again, as I mentioned, our amazing staff, shout out for all of them, especially Teddy as well. In each and every single event, you get the matchmaker, one of our staff members, walk around beside the AI and just communicate with everyone. And then after that, they just see where is the vibe at. Some people want to be shy. They can be shy for the first couple of minutes. Some people want to be confident right away talking to everyone. They can be. But at the same time, we just align everyone to the right match. And then literally things flow by itself.
How many people are we talking about? We're talking hundreds of people at these events? Because that can be very daunting.
We would say at least over 100 sometimes, but also sometimes we like to keep them a little bit more curated and smaller so that everyone can build that connection, right? And get to know everyone, because if there's too many people, you may be missing your future spouse or your wife.
Or your future ex-girlfriend, depending on how you put it.
Correct.
Okay, or future baby mama. So what's the one social event this summer that feels the most en plan, and I have to say that, Barcelona, where you're putting the culture, the beach, the food, the nightlife, the experience of the La Gente aquí? What would you think?
I would say the cooking class mixed with an after party after, that it's all the time a jam. We did it in Bali a couple of times. We did not regret it.
Absolutely
People had a
amazing.
great time. Like, he was there in each and every one of them. He can tell you even more about it.
Yeah, I was there, and it just brings everyone together. I mean, food is the way to the heart, right? The way to the soul. So I would say it's definitely one of the highlights of the trips that we did. But also, I would say the rave afterwards. Well, when you're cooking, right, and everyone is single, it allows them to open up, and I don't know, just.
And hopefully when you're cooking too, there's a little bit of wine flowing while you're doing the cooking as well.
Correct.
Okay,
In
what would
Barcelona,
Jesus
it's
do,
more
right?
sangria style, but wine too.
Okay, so yet other events as well, because one of the things we talked about when you were first here as the intro were the beautiful experiences of trips that you take. It's not just this Oktoberfest, which we're really pushing over the next few months, as well as the
100%.
events here, but you also do curated trips for singles all over the world. Bali is one of them that we mentioned. How do you maintain people's flow that we've talked about when you're halfway across the other side of the world and risking dengue fever? Like, how do you keep people's energy flowing?
Well, we do have a mix of party as well as cultural, as well as connection building activities throughout the trip. So it's got something for everyone in there, but we usually have a pub crawl at the start to break the ice and get people coming out of their comfort zone as
And
well.
also with the filtration process that we do after asking the people a few questions and making sure that which vibe gonna match that person in that group, then we make sure like the statistics looks right. So we have that certain amount of characters, attitude, all of this kind of things matching together, and then we'll go from there. We just don't pull people and just put them after they pay right away. That doesn't work like that.
That's one of the questions that came up here, like fun for different personality styles, because you could have someone who's super outgoing or more quiet, extroverted, introverted. So for someone like me, who definitely ends up going a lot of times solo to events, how would you incorporate or amalgamate me into the group if I'm alone and others have come in with friends?
Again, we've got the dating games. So you're matching people together, and automatically you have a partner to then get to know and meet, as well as even the buddy system. They rotate every let's say 10 minutes, so
The
you
buddy
get to meet
system is
everyone.
a good idea. Actually, it was his idea. The buddy system is once you arrive, everyone is over there for the event to enjoy, have a great time, but at the same time, that's your buddy for tonight. So you're going to tell them all of the good secrets, the bad secrets, everything, what's going to happen tonight, what you like, what you don't like. And then,
Safety in numbers.
exactly. And then you just minimize the people in small groups. And then once they assign to someone like, hey, this is the dating now, and go from there. Just
And two rules:
Yeah,
no
please,
mention
brother.
of age, and no mention of your job.
Wow, no age, no job. Do I remember? Am I wrong? Because I could be brain farting right now. When you do, because that's part of the events with the events. But do you also have buddies on the travels?
Yes, we do.
Right?
Yes.
See or
Correct,
no?
and they rotate and they
That I
transition.
freaking loved. I remember that now. When you said it was like a deja vu. Okay, because again, that provides a security blanket.
100%. 100%.
That is one of the differences between the events and the travels and the excursions of Hotspot Travels versus anybody else that's doing this in Catalonia, is that type of camaraderie buddy style. Because there is, unfortunately, we do live in a world where we have to have a little bit of safety and numbers protection factors,
A little bit, yeah.
especially for our sisters. So I appreciate that factor a hell of a lot. Okay. I'm not trying to throw this on because I'm a homosensual. But again, because you're one of the few that works with, curating these types of things for that. Do you think there would be some differences between some of the games that you would do with our typical straight brothers versus the gays? Like when you're in Oktoberfest, do you think there will be some more wild antics with the gays in the games versus the straights?
Short answer. Short answer. Yes.
Yeah.
Long answer. We cannot be exclusive about the games.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
but it's definitely
games,
big.
Gaymes. That was stupid. Okay.
Yeah. I had a few questions about this. Yeah, it's all right.
Because those gays. All right, folks. Well, I've got 3 more questions on the lineup. We're going to do one more song, then come back up while they take pictures of us and make us all feel like Winona Ryder up in here. This is a mixture by another DJ coming out of the Eastern region. His name is Vandal Rocks, and he just took a track by Marvin Gaye. It's a 2-minute ditty called Nightlife, because that's what we're talking about up in here, and we'll be right back with the boys from Hotspot Travels on RCE.cat. from the track. Do your events ever have follow-up plans? Because you just mentioned part of the cooking and then a rave and stuff like that. Now, that's not going to be always, but friends groups, repeat meetups, community vibes, things like that. Are there anything that comes after these follow-ups?
One of the things that really helps a lot, we have like a lot of WhatsApp communities and groups. And what we do is we suggest plans after, and actually people do plans after that. Like they do battling, they do running club together. There is a lot of things people do.
I've never seen
beautiful.
such community,
Engaging.
yeah,
Very, very
and
engaging.
happen after an event or a trip or something like this, because they're organizing future trips together, or they're organizing going to the beach together in a few days. The post follow-up and the post community that is created from everything that we do is way better than I expected, to be honest.
Well, that would be hundreds and hundreds of people on these chats groups.
Yeah, 100%.
Planning things.
Correct.
Okay, what are some of the success stories that you've heard from this? Because, I mean, if it goes off into these groups, there's going to be more connection happening.
100%.
For sure. I've heard of a
Totally.
couple of relationships happening from these. I'm not going to go too much into that.
Hell
as
no,
it's
but yeah,
private details, but yeah, for sure, I would say
which is the point.
absolutely. I mean, it would make my day. The whole point of this is to create environments for people to meet and hopefully meet their future spouse, right? So if one day what we've created, builds a family, I think we've done our job.
Yeah, 100%.
What was the impetus behind wanting to do this years ago in the first place, before we sign out of here? What was the impetus in getting this off the ground years ago?
Oof.
Especially because we're on pandemic too, no?
Yeah, the pandemic actually kills the social connection between a lot of
Totally,
people.
man.
So
Totally.
what we do is like just again get them in the right environment, and then really it's easy flow from there. I repeat this a lot because the flow is very, very important in what we do. When you arrive with a lot of expectation, and then you see it's not about what you expect, it's just about just you be present and communicate with everyone, then you're gonna see which one is your cup of tea and which one just gonna be a friend, which one gonna crack a joke with, and then go from there. It's much easier. You
Yeah,
don't need
man.
to put pressure on yourself.
And,
Okay.
I mean, I practice what I preach. I'm not the best at relationships. I'm working on that. But,
Amen.
I fell in love, dated, and broke up in 2 weeks, or what happened in 2 years. So I would say I'm an expert at being single.
There you. Well, okay. Hold on. 20-second pitch, and then we're out of here. What should someone do this week to get into your summer lineup for the singles nights, the day trips, the October, the social events? Where do they start?
You can head over to hotspotltd.com and you can go and sign up for any of the events there, as well as Oktoberfest coming up on the 2nd to the 5th of October. Accommodation, breakfast, festival access, and activities are all included.
There you go.
And it's the biggest singles-only festival ever done in the history of Europe. So
So join it, kids. And please, last thing.
Don't come with expectation. Just come with an open mind, and then you're gonna live with a lot of good stories and healthy, good decision. I'll take that for
Exactly,
free.
and you won't be the only one coming. Folks, that is Dylan and Mufasa from HotSpot Travels. We're going to be doing a whole lot of work and recording as well, apparently, coming up right now. Folks, we're also going to leave you a little bit of song to jam off to. This is Le Flex with Fallen. And remember, HotSpotTravelsLTD.com. Get yourself signed up, and let's get this going, folks. We'll see you on the flip side next week. Ciao, power to the people.
I can't believe you're a dream coming true. I can't believe how I have fallen for you. And though I was not looking, was content to remain. And it's ironic to be back in the game. You are the one.
this October, thousands of singles from around the world are heading to Munich for the ultimate Oktoberfest experience. From the 2nd to the 5th of October, join HotSpot's Oktoberfest Singles Festival for 4 days of beer, music, parties, and unforgettable connections. Your package includes 3 nights accommodation, breakfast each morning, unlimited beer and sangria at the campsite, live DJs from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m, exclusive singles events, games, pub crawls, after parties, and a guided Oktoberfest beer hall experience. Come solo, meet your crew, and experience Oktoberfest like never before. Search HotSpot Oktoberfest Singles Festival and secure your spot today, or go directly to hotspotltd.com